and welcome to Jump the Queue, a fun and informative podcast that's really hopefully going to help you with planning, booking and enjoying your theme park holidays. Your hosts are me, Sammie.
And me, Sarah. Hello.
And we both work at attractiontickets.com, the UK's number one Orlando attraction specialist. But we're not just, we don't just theme park specialists, we're experts. We have been so many times between us. Sarah, can you describe how many times you've been?
No, I can't, but I did go 4 times last year, and I do go for the weekend, so that says it all.
Awesome. I love it. I've been, not counting work trips, I've been 34 times. I'm still counting, taking everybody with me from babies to old age pensioners. So I think we've got it covered. I think I've been 4 times in the last year as well, same as you, Sarah. I think we're a bit crazy about Orlando. So hopefully that makes us experts. And I don't think there's ever been a question. I'm going to jinx this now, aren't I? But I don't think there's ever been a question that we haven't been able to answer, right?
Yeah. You jinxed it now. Yeah.
I have, haven't I? Fully. First of all, though, bit of small talk. How are we doing today, Sarah?
We're doing really well because I am off to my second home, Orlando, in 2 days. So very excited for that one.
Yeah, awesome. How long are you going for?
2 weeks this time. Oh, so a long
amazing
time for me this time.
It is amazing. I love that. And I think you've got a nice dining reservation in the new Geo, haven't you, as well?
We have Geo 82 and we have Beacon Barrel and maybe even California Grill. We'll see.
Love it. I can't wait to hear all about Beacon Barrel. We'll have to bring that back to us for sure.
Yeah.
So let's get started with a first. For fans of the Ellen Show, you might already know this about the 5-second rule. We're going to call it quick drop. Okay, so I'm just going to fire some questions at you, Sarah. Really sorry, I'm going to put you on the spot. You've got 5 seconds to give me 3 answers. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Just the first 3 things that come to your brain. All right.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Orlando in a day.
Impossible. Madness. Why?
Priorities, if only staying for a week.
Disney and Universal. SeaWorld, if you can stretch to it.
Okay. Plan for a 2-week stay.
Disney, Universal, SeaWorld. No, that's 3. Let's call it 3.
Okay. Top tips for booking.
Book early, plan ahead, and research.
Top tips for travel.
Book early, plan ahead, and research.
Top tips for food.
Eat whatever you want. Disney calories don't count. Universal calories don't count. Eat it all.
Parks to prioritise.
Magic Kingdom for Disney. Islands of Adventure for Universal. And I'm going to say if you're going this year, Epic Universe.
Awesome. What about rides to prioritise?
Rise of the Resistance, Flights of Passage, Velocicoaster, Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure. TM! I know that's 4, but I can't.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them. Brilliant. Well done, Sarah. That was so hard. That was so tough, wasn't
so
it?
Hard.
Yeah, well done. Let's go through those. Let's go with the seasons. What's your favourite season to go?
I really like autumn. I really like Halloween. In all the parks, it's less crowded. The kids have gone back to school. The weather is hurricaney potentially, but still, it's a nice time to go. And there's lots of additional activities there, not on at any other time of year. So that's my favourite.
Yeah.
What about yourself, Sammie?
Yeah, I'm a bit like you, Sarah. I like it. I've been at all times of the year, like you have, and each one are just different, aren't they? For
Yeah.
so many reasons. Love Halloween. I just love the atmosphere. I love that there's so many other things going on. You know, you've got the Food and Wine Festival
Yeah.
over at Epcot, which is just amazing to eat all around the world. You know, who needs to travel anywhere else but
Exactly.
Orlando? You know, just
Exactly.
try out their food.
That's it.
And it's lovely. And the
Yeah.
Halloween parties, of course, they're amazing, aren't they? Go into Christmas, it's a bit cooler. For
Mm-hmm.
sure. So for those
Yeah.
that don't really like the heat too much, that could be really good, couldn't it?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
sort of Christmas
Or
time, December.
what you could
Yep,
do is tie in the ideal Halloween Christmas
yep.
crossover and go at the end of October into November and then get 2 seasons in one. You get Halloween and Christmas. Go to bed October the 31st, Halloween, wake up November the 1st. It's Christmas!
Christmas. I
Perfect.
love that. Yeah, I love that.
Perfect.
And you get both parties in. Both
Mm-hmm.
parties at Disney then.
Yep.
Amazing. Yep,
Yeah.
it's great. And the weather starts to cool down a little bit, doesn't it? The start of
Yes.
November as well.
Yeah.
So that's always a great time to go if you
Yeah.
can. Always depends who's coming, doesn't it?
What makes me laugh
You
though
know?
is because obviously Floridians are not the best at dealing with extremes of temperature. So they're used to a nice balmy 27 to 30 plus degrees throughout the year. Drops below that time and you can spot the British person straight away because we are there, t-shirts, shorts, little strappy tops, Americans, blankets, coats, hats, gloves, scarves. It's 27 degrees, guys. Come on. They're there in the blankets.
Yep.
Yeah.
Spot the Brit.
Spot the
That
Brit abroad.
that definitely happened to me. That
Yeah.
definitely happened to me once in December in a water park. And they were there, the lifeguards were there with full on padded jackets,
Mm-hmm.
freezing. We were in our swimmies in the water, and they go, guys, we're gonna have to close. We were like, why? This is like our
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah.
What's going on? Yeah,
Yeah.
spot the British person.
Have you
There you
have you
go.
ever been there when it's been actually cold? I've been once in all my time,
Yes,
once,
once.
and that was it. And I had to go and buy gloves because
Once.
it was February and it was really really cold, but only once.
Yeah. Mine
Yeah.
was mid-December, and they were covering all the plants and everything to keep them warm,
Um,
and it was really cold. We had to have coats and what have you. Didn't spoil the fun though. I just loved it. It was just different. That's all.
yeah.
But yeah, I love it like that. January, February, March, they're a bit cooler as well, aren't they?
Hmm.
Less humidity, I think, in spring and the autumn/winter season. I think the
Yeah.
summer months can be quite humid, can't they? So I think people have got
Yes.
to prepare for that, don't you think?
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And
For
just
sure.
remember to take lots of breaks. And girls, don't worry about the hair. Everybody's going to look like they've just stepped out of a shower. Don't worry about it. It's fine. The humidity, it's fine.
Oh,
We're all with you.
goodness, the humidity. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Take your straighteners for
Yeah.
sure. How about let's just go through those. Orlando in a
Hmm.
day. I mean, how?
Who's
How
doing
could
Orlando
what
in a day?
could you? No,
You
how could you?
pick one park and stick to
Yeah,
that. Look, I go for the weekend. You know, I've been for the weekend.
yeah,
I've done it in
yeah,
2 days, but that's me who goes a lot and isn't fussed about
yeah,
doing one park. That's just
yeah.
madness. Madness.
What about if people are going further down Florida or maybe even going a cruise and they do only have that one day? What's your top tip for them?
It is pick one park. Don't think about park hopping because it's going to take so much of your time up. You're already on a shortened schedule. Just stay in one park. Pick your favourite franchise, film, hero, villain, whatever, and do that. Because otherwise, you're just wasting time park hopping, and it's a lot. That would be mine
Yeah.
anyway. What about you, Sammie?
And money.
Yeah.
One day tickets are very expensive, aren't they? They're over two.
Yeah.
Let's face it. They're over $200 a day.
Yeah.
Okay, for whether it's Disney or Universal. You know, So I think you're spot on, Sarah. I think you've got to get together with your party, decide what's the most important thing to everybody so that everybody agrees, and just go to that one thing. I wouldn't park hop either, Sarah. I'd go in, get my money's worth.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd just do, you know me, I'd be a 14-hour girl in a park.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just make the most of it, whatever your one
Yeah.
day is. I think that's
Yeah.
the top tip for that one.
Yeah.
What about when you've got a 2 week stay, full on normal 2 week stay? I say normal, that's what we all like, don't we?
Yeah.
For our summer
Yeah.
holiday, whenever you take it, whether it's January or December or summer, that's what we love. We look forward to it all year, don't we? That 2 week stay.
Yeah.
I think I would try to get as much in as I possibly could. I think it would always depend for me when explaining to others, because we get asked this all the time, don't we?
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
What should I do in those 2 weeks? And I think for me, it's just, you remember saying it, Sarah, that once in a lifetime trip. Do you remember
Yeah.
saying that? I
Yeah.
remember saying
Yeah.
that.
That didn't
I
last.
do. I do.
Yeah. Yeah. It
No.
didn't last. Did
But for
it?
those that no. But
No.
if you think it is your once in a lifetime trip, I think you've got to pack in as much as you possibly can. Do you
Yeah.
agree?
I think it also can vary depending on how your party is made up. Like if you're a party of teenagers to adults, you can do a lot more in your 2 weeks. If you're a party with very small children, you're not going to do quite as much because you will still need to factor in nap times. Kids get very, very
Yes.
I get very fractious in the heat, let alone kids. I don't know how they cope. And it's just to do as much as you can, but still to take breaks, to go at the speed
Absolutely.
of the youngest person in your party, and sometimes even splitting up. So if you've got a family with an older child and a younger child, maybe one parent does something with the younger child while the other one does something with the older child, and still come together so you've still got that family time and things. But I think dividing and conquering sometimes is the best way to go with it as well. But yeah, go
Oh,
at the pace of your
absolutely.
kids.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. And if you've got grandparents out there, like me, I'm a grandparent. And so if you've got grandparents out there, well, we just love to have the kids, right? Let's just be honest. Grandparents love to have their children. Make full use of those grandparents if they're coming on holiday with you. They will absolutely love it, I'm sure. But that way you can divide and conquer, can't you? Grandparents can take the children back for a nap, and then the parents can do all the exciting rides that they wanted to do. Having said that, we do have ride swap as well in the park. So, don't think that you can't go on those rides just because your children are there. We do have ride swaps, which we're very grateful for sure. What about when we're thinking of booking? What's the best way to do it? We've got to book our flights. We've got to book our hotel. What are you thinking? What's your kind of thing that you do?
Listen, I've done everything from package holidays to DIYing it. I DIY now because I find it easier to do. I think if you're a first timer or just beginning to plan, it's easier for you to do a package and just get it all in one thing. So get your flights and hotels maybe all in one thing. It's easier for me to DIY it now, to book my flights on the day they come out, because that's when flights are cheaper. Ticket wise, again, it's 9 times out of 10, it's going to be cheaper to book them earlier than it is to leave them last minute. 9 times out of 10. Planning, researching, knowing exactly what tickets you need, exactly where you want to go, and then you can narrow down costs. If cost is a thing for you, which, let's face it, we're in a cost of living crisis, it's important to everyone, then you can start to narrow down and say, I'm not bothered about that part, but I do want that one, and I don't want that one, but I want that one. So what's the most cost-effective way for me to do all of those things? Kind of.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, it can be so expensive, can't it? From flights to your hotel to tickets. I mean, sometimes, tickets can cost more than your flights, can't they?
Yeah,
Depending on
they
what it
do.
is that you want. So I think I agree with you, Sarah. Book early, get the discounts. Lots of airlines are cheaper the earlier you book. So I would say as soon as those flights are coming out for your dates, get those booked. Think about your hotel and tickets. The earlier you book, not only do you 9 times out of 10 get the better rates, but also you've got plenty of time to budget for that,
Yes.
and you can just
Yeah.
pay bits and bobs off, can't you? Just as you go along, because it's a
Yeah.
lot of money to pay up front. So I think
It
that
is.
does help. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that definitely helps with the budgeting for sure.
Yeah.
That's definitely what we're like.
Yeah.
Booking in advance as far as we can. I think that's always the best way.
Yeah.
Um, let's talk about food. My favorite
Oh,
subject.
yeah. Mine too.
My favorite
Mine
subject
too.
at Disney. Let's
Yeah.
talk about food. There's so many different choices. Isn't it funny how many people say to you, "Is it just burgers and chips?"
Not at all. Not
Definitely.
at all. You can eat budget. You can eat the equivalent of Michelin 2-star on Disney property. People don't seem to be aware of that, but they do have restaurants that are equivalent of Michelin level restaurants. They don't
Yeah.
have Michelin levels in the US. It's called something completely different that's completely escaped my brain, but they are that level. So you can be as basic or as bougie as you want, and anywhere in between. And anything that's shaped like Mickey tastes better anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Talking of Michelin level, we were out there, weren't we, a
Mhm.
few weeks ago, and we went to Toledo's at the
Yeah.
top of the Disney's Coronado Springs resorts, and
Not
that's
not to eat.
Michelin
Not
level,
to eat
isn't it?
there, but we
Not
didn't eat
we
there.
no, we went
We
to
have
have a
to
look.
stress that.
No.
We're not that bougie. Bougie on a budget.
But we had a look round
We had
it.
to look
Wasn't it
round.
amazing? Yeah, it
Absolutely
was
first
fantastic.
class. Yeah. And the only
Absolutely.
place on property where it's got views of all four theme parks, so you could watch
Brilliant.
three fireworks in one evening, which is like, mwah, chef's kiss,
Oh,
perfection.
it was amazing, wasn't it? And that
Yeah.
Dahlia's Lounge that's next door, the bar. So when you finish your dinner, and it's only one table service
Mhm.
as well,
Yeah.
if you are on the dining plan, but come out of there and you're straight into that bar, the Dahlia's Lounge. That's rooftop. You can go outside again, see the view of all 4 theme parks. Just an incredible evening, isn't it?
And no reservation needed for Dahlia's either. So just a walk up. You might have to wait to get into the bar, but no reservations needed. So
Yeah. Oh, it
ideal.
was superb, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Going
you've
up in
got
that
there.
magic lift.
Yeah. Yeah. You've got
Yeah.
there, you've got Victoria and Albert's Michelin star level, and then everything in between. I mean, I just give me some truffle coated Parmesan fries. I'm quite a happy girl. Give me a Mickey waffle, Mickey ice cream bar. I'm
Yeah.
quite happy.
Well,
But yeah.
that's iconic, isn't it? You can't go to Disney and not have a Mickey ice cream bar and a Mickey waffle. I mean,
No.
that's just the law, right?
Absolutely.
You've got to have
Absolutely.
those. That says I'm at Disney, doesn't it?
Yeah. But even getting away from that, even like in Animal Kingdom, which I would say has got some very good food choices in there, that are stand out away from standard theme park fare. So places like Satuli Canteen, which has got, for a quick serve restaurant, those bowls that they do with salads or noodles or rice and your
Yeah.
choice of meat and your choice of dressing. That's not standard theme park food. That is,
No.
again, my favourite place in Animal
Oh,
Kingdom to eat.
it's delicious. I love that. Right next to Flight of Passage. So you come out of Flight of Passage, go and get some lunch, go and get your quick service. It's beautiful. I love the food in there. And also staying with Animal Kingdom Lodge, we've got Flame Tree Barbecue.
Yeah.
I mean, they do ribs and pulled pork all on a quick service. We're not talking burgers and chips here. This food is out there. The ABC commissary, at Hollywood Studios. I mean, we could name so many, couldn't we, that are not burgers and chips. There is such a diverse in food. It's lovely. Yeah.
But
you can
equally,
pick loads, can't you?
if you've got your picky eaters that will only eat burgers and chips, chicken tenders, things like that, there's plenty of that as well. We're not saying that's not available. That is obviously available. And there is a place for burgers and chips and chicken tenders. And Disney chicken tenders are just the best chicken tenders in the world.
Yes.
How do you find about Universal?
The good thing with Universal and Disney is that they've got mobile food ordering, right? So
Yes.
you can look on the app and you can have a look at all the different places and see what tickles your fancy, can't you? It's
Yeah.
nice and easy then. Or you take your time, go through the menus, go through the different places and whatever park you're in and see what is there, and then get it ordered. Just turn up at the time that you said you're going to pick it. It's ready for you. I just think it's so much simpler. But like I said, you can get to look through the menu then. And those that have
Yeah.
got allergies, there are allergy menus on the Disney one as well. So that's
Yes.
fantastic. They cater
Yeah.
for everything. But I think the food is just delicious. If you've got the dining plan as well, if you are staying on property and you were lucky enough to have the dining plan, I
Hmm.
think they're incredible.
Yeah,
Definitely make
they are.
full use of those.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely use those, and the refillable mugs. Amazing. Again,
Yeah.
just to remind people, they can't be used in the parks. They are a resort only thing. Universal is slightly different. They have different offerings of refillable mugs, don't they? So they have mugs for the park and mugs for the hotel, but you can't use the hotel in the parks and you can't use the parks in the hotel and
Yeah.
vice versa. But there are
Yeah.
different, obviously, different budget offerings for different things. And I'm going to say kids' meals. Kids' meals for adults.
Yeah.
Shh, don't tell
Yes.
everyone. Kids' meals for adults. It's hot. I
I
quite often
agree.
don't feel like eating, so I'll just order a kids' meal because,
Yeah.
it's
Their
enough.
portions are huge. Their portions are huge, aren't they?
Yeah,
Compared to what we have here, their portions are huge. And I
yeah,
think that's a good shout. Definitely.
yeah,
Kids' meals. Make the most of them for sure. And
yeah.
don't forget the free water you're going to get around the parks as well. Just talk because we talked about the refillable mugs in your resort at Disney. You're going to leave them there. I mean, you could take them to parks with you and
Mm,
just continuously fill them up with water, but then you're
yeah,
carrying them round all day, aren't
yeah,
you?
yeah,
And you can go all round the parks and they will give you free water. I
yeah,
take some of those little juice things, just squirt it into the
yeah,
water, makes it a
yeah,
bit
absolutely.
flavorful for those that don't like just water.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think food and drink at Disney, I think is amazing. And I think you're
yeah.
quite right. Calories don't count at Disney.
Listen, with
Not
the
at
amount of
all. What
walking
you
that you're
like?
going to be doing, you can eat what you want. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Just a
Yeah,
side note
absolutely.
on SeaWorld for anybody that's going to SeaWorld parks, you're not allowed to take your own food and drink into SeaWorld
Yeah.
parks. So just
Yeah.
be mindful of that one.
Yep, that's for the safety of the animals as well, and
Yes.
especially straws. Straws, your little square fruit shoot type things you
Hmm.
get, don't you? And you put your straws in. Yeah, especially those they don't like straws. So yeah, it's a good side note to have.
Yeah.
But yes, food just delicious. Let's talk about. I know this is really hard. People ask this all the time, and I know I've asked you, and you've asked
Yeah.
me, and it's impossible to answer. But favorite park, go.
Honestly, it is like picking your favourite child. I just can't do it. If you ask me on one day, I'll say one thing. And if you ask me on another day, I'll say something completely different. If you push me, I'm going to have to say Magic Kingdom because it's quintessential Disney, isn't it? It's the castle, it's the rides, the original rides, it's Small World and Haunted Mansion, and yeah, it's Magic Kingdom.
Yeah. I love it.
How
My
about you?
favourite Haunted Mansion. My guilty pleasure,
Yeah,
Haunted Mansion.
yeah,
I agree, Sarah. It's so hard. I have to think about if we're doing an itinerary, which one do we do first? I think that's always tricky as well.
yeah.
Gosh, how do you choose? I mean, who doesn't love Magic Kingdom? Let's be honest. Okay, that's the most iconic one that you always see on TV with Cinderella's
Mhm.
castle. That tells you're at Disney, doesn't it? And
Yeah,
everybody loves to see that. And I'm the same. I get quite emotional sometimes when I walk in to the park and go up Main Street, and that's what I see. Especially that first time back after COVID when no one could travel for years.
yeah,
That was very emotional.
yeah.
But I think I'd choose Hollywood Studios at the moment.
Okay.
Hollywood Studios, I think it's
Yeah,
got so much, especially with the new Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. That's just fantastic. And Rise of Resistance is down there as well.
yeah,
Everyone's going to that, aren't they? They just love it.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
think that Epcot, I love the Food and Wine Festival. You know, I could pick something for each park.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
could. It's so tough, isn't it?
Disney or
Which one
Universal?
do you do first? Oh, no, don't ask me that.
Disney or
No,
Universal?
no, no, you can't ask me that.
I just did.
I can't. I
Boom.
can't. Sarah, I can't. I can't. Oh my goodness. No, I can't.
No, to
I
be
love
fair,
them both. I love
when
them
I'm
both.
when I'm in Disney, I love Disney. It's my favorite. And then I go to Universal. I'm like, I love Universal. It's my favorite.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. They've both got so much, and they're so different, aren't they? You
Yes.
know. So no, I can't pick. I just have to do them both. It's that simple. I can't say on a holiday I'm just going to do Disney or I'm just going to do Universal. There have been times when I've said that, but let me tell you,
Yeah.
it doesn't happen. No, I can't do it. I've got to
No.
do them. I've got
No.
to do them both. And of course, SeaWorld. We all love SeaWorld, but Disney and Universal, no, I can't choose. No, sorry,
No.
can't do
No.
it.
Okay.
What about your rides? You mentioned some great rides there when you were saying
Yeah.
rides to prioritize.
So again, it's very subjective, isn't it? And again, it depends on the day of the week, how I'm feeling, what time of the month it is, all kind of various different things.
Yeah.
Flights of Passage is my favourite ride. Not because it's the biggest, scariest, whatever it is. I just think it's the closest thing you will ever get to flying like a bird, ever. But Rise of the Resistance is my favourite attraction.
Okay. Brilliant.
But saying all that, I do love the People Mover. And I saw
Oh,
last week
yeah.
they'd closed it for a day, and I was like, "Oh no, they've closed it when I'm there. I'm so upset now. The People Mover's closed." And it wasn't. It's back open again now, so it's fine. But I love the
Oh,
People Mover.
do you know it's a great sit down, isn't it?
Yeah,
As
yeah, it
well.
is.
Yep. It's a
Yeah,
great sit down, like Carousel of Progress. That's a great sit down when you just
yeah,
need to rest those achy feet for 5-10 minutes. There you rise. But yeah, I love People Mover, and
yeah.
hasn't that become more popular over the years as
Yes.
well?
Used to be that I could
Yeah,
just walk
everyone
on
loves
that,
it.
whatever time of day it was, sit there and want to just go round again, round again. Now,
Yeah.
no, I have to get off and queue back up. Stop going on the People Mover, people. Shh.
Leave it for Sarah.
Yeah, my mind. Yeah,
Oh,
but
I love Guardians of the Galaxy, as I'm sure you
yes.
know. That's
Mhm.
definitely my favourite ride. And I challenge anyone that's got hair the length of mine, okay? I challenge anyone to have a photo where they don't look like cousin It from the Addams Family.
Yeah,
It just does that. It just covers my whole face on the photo. I am yet to have a really good photo of me on Guardians of the Galaxy.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
love that ride. Have you had all 6 songs?
No, I haven't. I've only had
Oh,
3. Only had 3.
oh, what 3 have you had?
Conga, September,
Yeah.
and Iran.
Oh,
Mm.
oh, you've not had Rule the World? Wow. Or
Nope,
one way or another?
nope,
Wow.
nope.
This time, when
This
you're going
time.
in September,
Yeah,
this time, let me
yeah.
know. Yeah, let me know if you get any of
I
those.
will.
That would be
I will.
great.
Yeah,
Um, but I think that's such a good ride as well. And top tip, people, for those that like to be at the front, don't sit at the front. It won't be the front. You need to go to car 9. They've got a separate queue for it, but that as soon as you go through, that's going to move you to the front. So if you are one of those people that love to be there, that's what you need to ask for. Don't
yeah.
just think going in car 1 is the one, for sure. Any
Absolutely
other
not.
top tips you've got on rides?
Um, jump in the queue just before park closing. So that's particularly true with Disney. You can get in when it's park closed at 9 o'clock. You can get in that
Yeah.
queue at 8:59, and you're going to get on that ride. It's not always the case for Universal. They're a bit sneaky and do close their ride lines off sometimes.
Yeah.
So Hagrid, you sometimes have to watch that queue line and maybe get in like half an hour before. But that's a good tip. Or go during parades, fireworks, anytime like that. If you using the normal standby queue and you're not using an express pass or lightning lane. That's your lowest
Yeah,
wait times.
absolutely. Yeah, they definitely are. I agree, Sarah, for sure.
Yeah.
Make use of the hours early entry at Universal, the
Mhm.
half an hour entry that you've got at Disney. Make use if you're stopping in a deluxe resort of your extended evening hours as
Oh,
well.
definitely.
Make full use.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
absolutely.
Full use of
Yeah.
those. But yeah, we can give them loads of tips, can't we? Loads
Mhm.
of top tips we have been
And to
over the
keep
years.
keep keep watching.
Okay, so let's go to our next section. So, as this is our first episode, we don't have any emails from anyone asking us any questions, but we are going to have this every week where you can just ask questions. And if you want to send your questions in, just email us. Email us at jumpthequeue@attractiontickets.com. And then Sarah and I will have a look through them and then see on our next podcast if we can get those answered for you. So, yeah, send them in. Okay. But this is Jump the Queue section. So here we go. So, because we don't have any emails just yet, because this is our first ever podcast, we've asked Hannah in our marketing department to ask us a question. And this is what she says, Sarah. Okay.
Go on.
She says, I'm planning a 2-week holiday to Orlando and we'll be
Mhm.
going to Walt Disney World and Universal Orlando Resort for the very first time. What are the top 5 things for each theme park that need to be on my to-do list?
I mean, I feel like we've covered some of these already, really. So
I'd also say, Hannah, who's going with you?
yeah. What is your
Yeah,
party makeup? Because it's going to be
yeah,
very different if it's Hannah and her partner, or Hannah and her 17-year-olds, or Hannah and her newborn baby. It's
yes,
very different. It's a very different aspect. But there are some things that just you've got to do for everything, haven't you, really? Do you do Magic Kingdom
let's
first?
do Magic Kingdom.
You've got to get
Definitely,
got
definitely.
to get the castle photo, obviously.
It's it's her first time.
It's the first time you've got to
Absolutely,
get the
she needs
castle
to see that
photo.
castle. Of course you do.
But
Yeah,
don't do it in front of the castle. Don't do it with like 92 billion people behind you and you've got to AI them out of the photo. Just go to the sides, either sides. You can get a lovely castle photo with nobody in them. She's beautiful from every angle. She is beauty, she is grace. She is Cinderella Castle, and she is beautiful from every angle. And you can get a lovely photo without anybody in it. Just, look for your
absolutely,
opportunities.
absolutely.
So that would
And
be
a lot
number
of
one.
times there are the Absolutely. And a lot of times there are the photographers there to take those photos at the sides as well, which of course you'll
Mhm.
then have on your memory maker. So it's definitely utilising that. But that's great tip, Sarah. Anything else?
Whilst you're in Magic Kingdom, you've got to ride the classic rides. I don't care how old you are, you've got to ride It's a Small World. If you don't come out with that song in your head, you've not been to Magic Kingdom at all. So Small World, big tick for me. Haunted
Yeah.
Mansion, as we said, Pirates of the Caribbean. I think
Yeah.
Jungle Cruise as well is. I want people to go and experience the quintessentially Disney things, the things that
Yes.
they can't
Yeah.
get in other theme parks that are quintessentially Disney. So those would be
Absolutely.
mine.
And Jungle Cruise, that's so underrated, isn't it? The
The
humour on
backside
there.
of water.
I just
O2H.
love that ride. It's so
Yeah.
so good. I
Yeah.
love that ride.
Yeah.
Definitely. So we're definitely going to do Magic Kingdom. We're definitely going to have that picture taken at the side. We're definitely going to do those quintessential rides that we
Mhm.
can't do anywhere else, of course. And we are going to have that song in our head. Now, for the next day, if you want another song in your head, let's go to Hollywood Studios, because what song are we going to have there?
Nothing can stop us now. I don't know how. I'm gonna
I
make
don't know
it happen.
how.
Yeah.
All day. You'll be singing that all day for sure over
Yeah.
at Hollywood Studios. I'd say you've got to go down to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Even if you're not a Star Wars fan, I think you've got to go down there. You've got to go on Rise of the Resistance. That is such a different ride. And it's
Mhm.
in 2 stages, which a lot of people don't realise, but so cool. You are part of the Resistance. So I think that's a really cool ride you need to do for
Yeah.
sure. Anything
Absolutely.
else?
I
What are we
was just
doing
going to
on
say
top five?
all the little details in Galaxy's Edge, Batuu, Star Wars Land, whatever it is that you want to call it. Just if you're a Star Wars geek like me, just go and have a look round because it's perfection. They've got bits that relate back to the original trilogy films in Docking Bay 7. All the language is in Arabesh, written on the refuse bins. I mean, I think it literally says garbage can in Arabesh on all the bins, which is
It does.
just blows my mind. But there's so many little Easter eggs in there. There's a tiny little Millennium Falcon built into the actual full scale Millennium Falcon. So go and see if you can spot that. In terms of other rides, Tower of Terror, obviously, it's a must do, groundbreaking ride when it opened, and it's a must do ride. And I love the theming and everything with Tower of Terror. And I'm just hoping that they don't change it to anything soon. Please, not Muppets.
Yeah.
So that's a must do. Toy Story Land, anything in Toy Story Land, shrink yourself down to the size of a toy, go and play in Andy's backyard. It's a fantastic bit of theming there.
Yeah.
If you like a good sing along, go and see the Frozen Ever After show. And
Absolutely.
I assure you, there are jokes in that show that are for adults that will just go over kids' heads. Definitely enjoyable for adults and children alike.
Completely. Belt it out. Sing your heart out at the top of your voice. Everyone's doing the same. But yes, the humour in those narrators is incredible. It's a very, very funny show. Definitely go and take that one in, Hannah, for sure. And the new DreamWorks over at Universal is great if you've got little kids as well.
Yes,
for sure. Go over there. Go and see the Kung Fu Panda a bit and learn a bit of this. Learn how to do that. Yep, no, that's great for the kids over there. I'd say try all the different food things. Definitely got to have a Dole Whip, right? If you're going to Disney, you're going to Magic Kingdom, you've got to have a Dole Whip, Hannah. You can't go to Disney for your first time and not have a Dole Whip.
No,
they're doing different flavours this year as well, aren't they?
Yeah, and dairy free as well. So if you are lactose intolerant, you can have a Dole Whip.
Yeah, there you go. Have we done 5? DreamWorks, Dole Whip, Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios. One more, Sarah. Top 5, one more.
Go to a water
Ride the
park.
Skyliner.
Yeah.
Come on then. Yeah. Both. Yep.
Yeah. We'll have 6.
Absolutely.
Go to a water park.
Yeah,
I don't care which water park you go to. There's a choice of many.
Yeah.
They're completely different to anything anywhere else in the world. So go and enjoy a water park.
They're great fun, aren't they? They are great down days. You know, you do so many steps in these parks. You don't realise, you know, first couple of days you go off to a park, you're so eager, your feet are killing you. But you get up one morning and you think, gosh, I feel exhausted. And that's because the sun is zapping you, you know, and you don't even realise it. You're in and out of air-conditioned shops, air-conditioned rides, aren't you? You know, you just don't feel it. So absolutely take your down days. You know, a water park is a great down day for sure.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, Hannah, I hope that helped. But for anybody else, definitely email us, jumpthequeue@attractiontickets.com, and we'll try and get those answered for you. Moving on, last section.
Where we'll let you know what's going on. Sammie, what's your news today from the world of attractions?
What's my news today? Well, I don't think we can do our first podcast without mentioning the world of Frozen. It's coming. People have waited. We've had no date. They've had us hanging on and on and on, and everyone's asked us. I know our Disneyland Paris team are forever getting asked, aren't they? Constantly. But now they've announced it. Kind of. It's in spring 2026. We've not narrowed it down to a date yet, but we know it's going to be spring 2026. So if that's what you want and that's what you're looking for, I would definitely say book for summer. because you know it's definitely going to be open summer onwards. You know, you're definitely going to see the world of Frozen. But yeah, absolutely, that's been a long time coming, and so excited to see that as well. That'll be just amazing, won't it? For sure.
Oh, I've spent every visit at DLP like that, through that little hole in the fence, going, what can I see?
Looking.
What can I see?
Yeah. Absolutely. So it'd be
It's
great
like the
to
song
finally
lyrics.
Big reveal would be lovely, wouldn't it? Yeah.
For the
Can't wait.
first time in forever.
The
Literally.
gates will be open.
Yes, literally. Because it has taken forever. Universal's built an entire theme park in less time than it's taken Disneyland Paris to build Frozen. It's madness.
It sure has. Yeah, no, it sure has. It sure has. But it will be amazing. I can't wait. I can't wait. So that's definitely my news today. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. Please like and subscribe as well. Just leave a review. Just make our day. We'd love to just chat about Disney and Universal and see what we can chat about. Orlando all day long. We do. That is our job, but we absolutely love it. That's why we're there so often. Sarah, have the most amazing time. Have the most amazing birthday when you're out there as well. And we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys. Bye.